Still on justice for Mohbad. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again, and this time around, it is going to be a roller coaster. It is going to be a roller coaster because more has surfaced on justice for Mohbad. You will be shocked at the intrigues. You'll be shocked at the U-turn. You'll be shocked. In fact, you will come to a point where you'll be wondering, hold on a second, who is really for justice for Mohbad? Who is really for justice for Mohbad? You will begin to kind of have some kind of shaky legs on your stand with who and with who. Yes, it is what it is. At times, one will wonder, is this something that is written in Mohbad's destiny? You will have that shine. You will not finish it. And to get you justice, for your voice to be heard for justice, it will be difficult. At times one will wonder, but I know that's not what it is. That's not what it is. No, not at all. Now, for crying out loud, what is it that can be connected to Mohbad that will create this sinister, this strange event, this strange action that is ongoing? What exactly is it? Highest of it, they use some of these music artists to peddle hard substance from one point to the other. And how much could he have been involved in with? I don't think could have been involved in so much millions, because we can't really see. Even though there are talks, he owns this house, he doesn't own the house, he has the case. It's not as if Mohbad is one of the A-list or one of the top shots when it comes to these things. So what exactly is this all about? Why is there this dedicated efforts by certain people who inserted themselves on this justice for Mohbad? All their job description, all that they want to do is to sabotage it, nothing more. And these people do not appear as if they are not for justice. Now, recall, there was supposed to be an investigation to grab or lift footages that is beneficial, applicable, to find out what could have happened to Mohbad, right? We started seeing people saying, even if you find CCTV for the outer part of Mohbad's house, Mohbad passed away inside of the house. So where are you going to get that? That came from Sheikh Peteri, Iyabo Ojo. And I'm like wondering, what exactly is this thing? How can it be so wicked? How can it be this bad? What is going on here? Then Yomi Fabi got into that house. He showed us where CCTV is installed and has been removed, and where the databases and all of that, and a lot of things. And we started wondering, what's going on here? That brought us to this point that we are. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a shocker. You are in for a shocker. You are in for a shocker. What you're about to find out in this one, like I said at the beginning, you will begin to wonder, who should I believe? Who should I believe? I would advise you, nobody. Believe in yourself, your intuition, have clarity of mind. Let's get right into it. Do not forget to like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell.
None of them were invited. They invaded and they came to obstruct, they came to trespass. Nítorí pé wọ́n ṣàfẹ́ káyé àwọn bàjẹ́ kanlẹ̀kanlẹ̀. So lábẹ́ bó tilẹ̀ òǹkórí orúkọ a máa roni àpèjẹ àwọn ṣe kíni a máa yèèyàn. Ẹni tí ayé ẹ̀ dúdú tó fẹ́ kó white kò sáyè fún toró ti rìnrìn ìdọ̀tí. O lè má rìnrìn ìdọ̀tí kò máa wọ white, nọ́mbà máa bà ẹ́, aṣọ ẹ̀ máa dúdú ó máa dọ̀tí, white máa padà di brown. Torí pé tó bá ti rìn mùtàmùtà, ẹni tó bá rìn mùtàmùtà òun lọ mùtà. In the case of Adura, if he had come as a lover, which of course, whether we all like it or not, ẹlẹ́dàá Mohbad ló ti lọ́gbọ̀gbọ̀n wá. Torí pé tó bá jókòó lé wọn jẹ́jẹ́, táwa sọ, táfẹ́ sọ, fine, whatever we want to say will still mean that we will push the authority to go after him. But of course, nígbà tó Ọlọ́run bàbá ṣe, Ọlọ́run ti wá, thinking that at the end of the day, he will come with something tangible, or he will be able to convince us. And as we speak, at inú case tó ń ṣe lọ́lọ́run yẹn, I know certainly though they are treating impersonation, but I know certainly it will get to a stage in that court. Oh yeah, they have a court case on 29. I know in the course of that court, there is likelihood that somebody will have to say, okay, what is even the video about? Because the judge will ask, what is in the video that you sent? Okay, can we have the original video since it is from the phone? It is from that phone. They must be able to see the full video. Though, to see a copy of that video is easy. Adura can still provide it anytime, even without getting to the phone in the court, because the video had been recorded with that same phone months ago, before Mohbad died. So it means that if they give Adura any new iPhone and ask him to log in his iCloud, the video will come down jejely and badly, and they will see it. But we will give them time, because the one in that court, Konyojue, on the 29th, while we go on with our own press conference and speak truth to authority, we will challenge the police. The lawyers are coming in full force, and the security, like you all have demanded. Eobi, and in Toba Tafe Leve Chaba Lesibo irin doti terin last time. Ọlọ́run á bá yín ṣe ẹ tún rí irú ẹ̀ níjọ́ Wednesday. No problem. Kò sí wàhálà. So guys, we are getting geared up. We are getting ready. Mbono.
Fabi. Mo fẹ́ bí pé ṣé kí àkíyèsí kan.
Ẹ máa gbọ́.
Conference tó ṣe yẹn mi ní kò dá o. Because justice for Mohbad ló ṣe. But why tó ṣe kàn fẹ́ ní Adura?
Ẹ gbọ́ ṣọ́rọ̀ ọlọ́pọlọ lélẹ̀. Kí ló dé tí, why would anybody think I wanted to just nail Adura when everything they have done? Wọ́n kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Don't forget, they started with that èmi o Yomi Fabiyi o èmi mo ní kí wọ́n DJ Bami. I don't know who sold the story to Bukky Jesse. I still expect our followers to ask, if you want us to continue to believe and follow you, at least tell us, you are in London. Who sold the story to you that DJ Bami went to steal Adura's phone, and that it was Yomi Fabiyi that asked one DJ Bami to go and steal the phone? That one is a serious criminal libel. It's not a defamation. It's criminal libel. Accusing me of theft and conspiracy. That you, Yomi Fabiyi, you engage the service of one DJ Bami to go and steal. That is Kalojale. Money Kalojale. That means if they ask her to write the statement, which she has written on her page and is still on her page, Money Kiwon Lojaole, Kiwon G phone. Then I now ask them to now use it to defame Wunmi, to defame whoever and whatever it is she said. Now the question is, in Tokoko lo wa niyen, pe mo ni kon lo jí phone kí wọ́n fi kon ko be yen sí mi, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ show make any sense. On what grounds? Kí ni mo ń wá káàkiri? Is that how you would treat somebody? Inwoba tambolo status tani. Is that how I should be treated? That I ask, ma wa pe won kí ni mo wá kiri? Kí ni ohun tó ṣe mí, kí ni mo point wo ni mo fẹ́ prove? What is the point that I want to prove? That somebody will not think, Mawani, okay, go and steal the phone. Go and use it to message me. And she said it, no problem. Nobody wants to talk about that. Now, that is the first narrative. Now, she said, listen up, because
Nail Adura. I could remember vividly that when did justice for Mohbad? But why do justice for Mohbad? Because justice for Mohbad no share. But why do she confirm Nail Adura?
Why do she confirm Nail Adura? Ejo. All of you that are parents, how does what happened look like? I want to nail Adura. Adura sent the message to me naturally. I don't have any proof that anybody is involved. Adura is the only proof that I have. But why would anybody think that if I am seeking justice and evidence that will help Mohbad to get justice, I am only looking for evidence so that Adura can get Mohbad can get justice? Why will I see something like that? Confession. There is a video that I don't know what is the full content. But because there is a narration of what is in the video that I'm expecting. So if I now go for Adura to say, please, police, I cannot go after Adura myself. Please engage him and let him show us. How does that look like I am trying to nail him? So listen up, that is how they gaslight. That is how they thought if they do that, Masa, normally on a good day, a normal actor, Tobari on video by, he will run away from the whole matter. Normally, somebody who doesn't have strength of character, who is not a strong justice fighter, with this kind of video, you are gone. Even starting from the one book he just did. Because all of them are playing a role. Karimo, use your platform to destroy his name, use the platform to lie against him, defame him, accuse him of something serious. Now, they started with me being a thief, asking somebody to go and steal a phone, an actor. See me on actor on Instagram, they 1 year ago. Me on upcoming. So I am now going to be engaging and conspiring with people to go and steal. Mo to anywhere steal. Mani call phone aburo anything on justice fun. So that can law fi paro mo because of what? How can somebody reduce me to that kind of a level? Now they did all that. And we tell you something that I'm trying to nail Adura. Where does it show that I'm trying to nail him? This person we are talking about, Adura is an adult. Adura was there when the brother died. And as we speak, he wasn't even treated as a suspect then. They didn't drill him. They didn't allow him to speak. Even when he had opportunity to speak at the coroner inquest court, they did not allow him to speak. So, now, listen up.
I could remember vividly that when this justice for Mohbad, Toshi hot, nígbà yẹn náà ni wọ́n náà after they ó sọ̀rọ̀ ó wá kúrò sá náà kò fẹ́ pa ẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ pa ẹ́ ò lè sá lọ ṣáwọn tó fẹ́ pa ẹ́ tó sọ nígbà yẹn ṣé o mọ̀ pé wọn ò tí dẹ̀yìn ni.
ṣáwọn tó fẹ́ pa mí nígbà yẹn ṣé mi ò mọ̀ pé wọn ò tí dẹ̀yìn. She said, let me repeat it in English. She said there was a time in the course of this justice for Mohbad, I ran away for safety because I said some people that doesn't want justice for Mohbad wants to take my life. She now confirmed now that don't I know that those people they have not relent. Don't forget that this woman came at the initial stage. She confirmed to all of us that she saw blood. That Duve saw blood when she accompanied her sister. Suddenly, she changed her tone. And she said, if I have means or if I have power, if I have money to pursue cases, if they threaten me the way they were doing now, I will go for them. But let me just change my tone. Don't let me talk about they want to. I saw this. I didn't see anything again. She's making us believe that she's not seeing anything. Now, after I ran for safety, then she came after me. She said, number one, how did I quickly run out of Nigeria? That is it that so easy to prepare and plan to run out? Is it that to even travel out of the country? Is it within 2-3 days? That it takes a long time? And I laughed, though I was already waiting. Like, look at Bawale Sheronu. That do you understand? That do I have to wait 1 month to prepare? Of course, traveling takes a lot of preparation if you are going. But of course, in my own case, I told you all that time that I did not even shower. No, I couldn't even shave. I didn't have clothes. I only have a Adura on me. It was the cloth on me, and even the Mohbad t-shirt was what I took I was even lucky at that time. The bag I took to police command. My passport and they were still there, and one cloth was inside the bag. That is the only thing I packed together, and they hid me in one house in Abeokuta. From there, the cab took me straight. By the time they finished the ticket, they took me straight to the airport. It was the airport I was there since afternoon till evening. The flight left. Meanwhile, our flight eventually left on the 30th, which was on the day of the Lagos Assembly protest. So all through the time that you people were sleeping, I was on the flight and we landed in France. As at that time, the person I normally stay in her house, she was not reading my message while I was in the airport that I am coming, I am coming. By the time she would read my message, I was already in France. And then she replied that, oh, this is a serious case, but unfortunately, I have a plan. I'm traveling to so place. I have been working, but you can go to so person to stay there. And that was how that one went. Now she's now saying that shebi mokpa ye she won tea shekini. Listen, she's not saying. So she knew that even the threats they gave to her is real. That means they know who wants to buy Adura. If anything should happen to Adura, they knew. Look at the other in-law saying Adura is having withdrawal. He is thinking he wants to buy himself. He wants to do this. All those ones are tactics. These are tactics, and that is to tell you, justice from body. One of the ways we can defeat is to face the family first, which we are already defeating them. It is the family we are going to defeat first, then we'll face, fine, of course, God has been able to help us. All the TikTokers, all the hosts, those that were sticking to the family, they are there. Those that are neutral, they are now fully in the justice for Mohbad. Because some of these TikTokers are glued to the family who doesn't want justice. That is why it is easy for them to jump out quickly and do everything to castigate without doing or committing anything. So you can know the extent of war I was facing with my own hard-earned name, with my old hard-earned reputation. I am only using my name, my money, my face to fight this war. And that is the war. Thank you so much, Lagata. Thank you. So, at the end of the day, everybody that now see the old light, we are now seeing everybody is back to business. The rest, they stick to the family. But, of course, we are winning the battle against the family. Then, we'll now face those that fight Mohbad. Then, we'll face the government. Particularly now, Lagos State government has not done anything wrong. The only major problem is few people in the police. That is the next battle I am facing, and it's offline. Because some of the police officers that investigated at the beginning, they had some of them, I don't know which of them yet, they are still in the matter. They have a case file. So anything going to them is going to the back of the bin. And that is why this press conference 2.0 is very important. You and I need it. We need it so that we can get justice. And all of us, look at everybody. We are all one united force. Majority, some people were used wrongly. But that is the old stuff. That is why at the end of the day, and I want to send this message. Ejo, I am not throwing anybody. This is not about shading or dragging anybody. But please, Arifa, stay away from the press conference on Wednesday. I will not take it lightly with you. I know what you did to even ruin and put the conference in jeopardy in the last one. I overlooked them. Before I even got to know the things you were saying about my protest, about the letter to Panti, it's quite terrible. You wished me so bad that you knew. Don't forget, Arifa, I have the evidence. You came to me that Lagos State government was preparing in next 1 week that they were charging the Mohbad's case to court, and they were charging Prime Boy, Darosha, spending, and the nurse to court. You removed all this set of people, you remove them from the case. Don't forget you came to tell me I have the evidence. And I look at it, I said, you want me to talk? Because it was at that time, they wanted to know, do I have the CCTV images? Because they know if I have it, there is no way I will not scream and say, Thomas charge case yẹn tí wọ́n bá charge bye mo obìnrin bye mo wàhálà ni. They wanted to know. They sent you to me. You told me you went to Director of Public Prosecution. I have the evidence. So I have the evidence. So you have done enough damage. Please stay away from. You can join Justice for Mohbad. Only join our Lagata. Kolo join our Olori Ebi. Kẹjọ máa ṣe on my own side. You fẹ́ wà láò. Please stay away completely. You are not just a Judas. You are a serious jeopardy. Irú yín báyìí lè máa ń ṣílẹ̀kùn fólè. I cannot even believe that somebody like you will be telling Karimo those things I am hearing. Èmi ṣe rádaràda. Ọmọ arrest your me yẹn, wọ́n máa gbé voice the deputy commissioner. Unfortunately for you, that even day tí mo lọ, quote me that I'm saying it. Màá tún play voice the deputy commissioner of police yẹn. Nígbà tí mo débẹ̀, he embraced and even gave my son money. Àfọwọ́yìn àtúnfi ṣe ìgbádùn lójú ọ̀nà. He carried my son throughout when we're talking. It's quite a shame that people like you thought I am at your level. You were even going on social media to say they said my own petition is a notification. Nígbà tí African TV wá competition lọ, kí ni wọ́n wá fún èsì ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Madam Aries. It's because I am not having any problem anywhere. It's because you all are discrediting and less slow. And don't forget that gbogbo ohun tẹ́ ṣe yẹn is adding to the days Mohbad is spending in that mortuary, and the cost is coming back. Eshoshe, I am not in competition with anybody. I only came as a friend, as a Nigerian, that I cannot hear your voice. Le pe mi ki ma down now. Shebi Lagata ó pè mí and another lady. Many people wrote to me, but those two, they were particularly in my DM on Instagram. I don't know anything going on TikTok. Shall you come down? It's because I am humble. Mi ò bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ owó, wọ́n ní kí wá make owó, kò sọ pé máa fún mi lówó, àti ẹ mọ̀ pé máa fún mi lówó gan. He said, Mr. Yomi, come and add your voice. And I came. And when I came immediately, I said, as at that time, when you ever to send the gift, me they saw tap, I can't do it. I feel to have bo along, to have bo along. When you must send the gift, I must send you me say, let me just help. Because I believe how will somebody I have not met be concerned about another Nigerian? Come and help us. Come and add your voice. This one that you are doing on Instagram and everywhere, the rallying point is TikTok. Many people talk about it there, as in they are dedicated. So come and assist us with your. And I said, okay, no problem. Let me look for the message. I said, never. Don't ever send me that kind of a message again. Don't send me that kind of. You are telling me I'm involved. I should come to Ogombo. Màá rò pé justice fighter ni. Màá tẹ̀lé ó ta tì mí lọ. Ẹ̀yin ṣiṣẹ́ bí. Ẹ fẹ́ rán kémi lọ bẹ̀. Kàn ṣọ́ mi mọ́gi. Ogombo tó yẹ pé wọ́n tẹ́bá bọ̀ báyìí wọ́n fìlì gbogbo bẹ̀ yẹn ni o. Swamp area ni o. Ó lè jẹ́ bí sọ́wọ́n sẹ́ẹ̀lì olú ẹ̀ swamp ló wà ń bẹ̀. Olú ẹ̀ máa yàgbẹ́ gan onúra ló máa bọ́ sí. Ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó lú ọmọ. So at the end of the day, ẹlẹ́dàá mi àti ẹlẹ́dàá Mohbad pẹ̀lú they didn't allow me to enter the ambush. So please, I'm convinced that it is not Adura that shattered you up. I said I was anyway, mo dúpẹ́ èsì tí mo fún náà. Torí tó bá yẹ pé mo miss èsì yẹn, despite the fact I was being diplomatic and mature and calm, mo make sure pé mo ṣáà ìsáré fún ní side punch pẹ̀lú èsì yẹn. So please, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀, ẹ̀yin ọ̀rẹ́ Arifa, please tell him to stay away from that. He's not going to be finding it funny. They are true. Unfortunately, I thought it's something that lifting them would be like a walkover. Mi mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ńlá bí orin kéwú ni. Mi mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ńlá. Before I even knew that to even pass through and get those things, òun láti máa wà diplomatic pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan tó máa sọ lórí social media because I never know who is who. So you all don't understand. Look at all the process. I will process team will go through before we could go to court. Before the court, police no lost court. Oh. Don't get it twisted. Oh. It is police that went to court to obtain order to enter Mohbad's house. Now, picture how much I must have spent. Eko wo pe Lodi Martino atias. Ngba ti mo wo no mo wo time to wa involve. Mo wo procedure. The money àṣẹ ìkejì tó kù gbogbo bó ṣe ń post picture tó ń post ilé ẹlẹ́lẹ́ni wọ́n fẹ́ dàrú pé kò jọ nobody ní get evidence kankan bí ṣáwọn tí ó pa Mohbad ṣáwọn ló ń block gbogbo ẹ̀ àwọn tó wà ń bí ló ń block tó jẹ́ ká rí gbogbo evidence yẹn gbogbo attempt ẹ má tọra yín all the attempts to say oh they went to the man's house they went to collect name from me tí Mr. Muyiwa ń bèrè kí lorúkọ onítọ̀hún kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ do you have his number they wanted to go and either buy the man or threaten his life. That was why I cried when I got into France because I knew that some people are after but me tètè mọ̀ pé àwọn ará bí ló wà ń díẹ̀ nígbà tèmi náà ṣe wá gbé àwọn detectives when I wrote to where I can write to mo kọ lẹ́tà pé lè máa wò mí báyìí o ẹ̀yin foreign ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni gbogbo kiri lọ́wọ́ o wọ́n wá gba gbogbo information lọ ṣe investigation lọ àwọn ilé ló wà ń di ipò fẹ́ pa ẹ̀ ọ̀gbẹ́ni jákọ́ jáde wá kọ́ máa bọ̀ go back home mo wá rí àwọn èèyàn dìde wọ́n dá mi padà sílé wọn ní tó bá jẹ́ yẹn ni will you go and continue I will continue mi ì mọ bí tí ikú ti bọ̀ ni mo ṣe kọ́kọ́ yẹra nígbà mo ti mọ̀ kọ́ àwọn tambolo ló wà ń di gbogbo àwọn ilé ìkẹ́ so tó bá ti di wẹ́ẹ̀zẹ̀ ọlọ́run aṣọ yín ẹ̀ wá ẹ̀ ṣẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pè ní Yomi Fabiyi ó ti yẹ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ yẹn ẹ̀ kọ́ máa bọ̀ ẹ̀ máa bọ̀ níjọ́ Wednesday ọlọ́run á fún yín lórí ọ̀fẹ́ èṣù ló ṣọmọ àgùntàn tó máa dúró òkòkò lójú the public bóyá yín lọ́wọ́ bóyá èyàn àwa ni o wò náà. That you are involved ó ní Bukky ló sọ fóun that means Bukky Jesse. Were in the hall that day, she kept asking me to keep quiet and allow the woman to flow. What was she going to say? Wọ́n ti plan nǹkan tó jọ fẹ́ wá sọ. So kẹlẹ̀ mọ battle to your face. Ṣé ti kà yẹn? Bí orin bàbá Mohbad ni mi ti ẹ̀ wá mọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi mọ́ mi ò mọ̀ tá mi mọ́. And the best way to achieve this result, ẹ má jẹ́ ń tàn yín, is to go solo. If you all support me, that pé máa yọwọ́ kúrò. Mo fi Ọlọ́run bá búra ọlọ́pàá máa mú justice sílẹ̀ àwọn gan mọ̀ pé eléyìí o àti èmi o kò jọ it is when the police finish the job Lagos state government will àwọn ready ẹ má jẹ́ kí anybody turn yín there is no way under normal circumstances it is the police that are meant to investigate and duplicate the investigation to Lagos state government Ministry of Justice. Without that, no staff of Lagos State will go and be looking for CCTV. No staff of Lagos State will go and interrogate Adura and say, okay, we have to document of a consider. But ọlọ́pàá òun ló máa Adura sit down here. First and foremost, the video to send is Yomi 5 minutes. Let us see. I kept saying. Next thing they will tell you what happened inside Mohbad's house. Gbogbo ìgbà tó fi ṣẹlẹ̀ over here. Adura. There was no way Adura was drilled. Damola was not drilled. Wunmi was not drilled. It is time they do that. The public is demanding and they must do it. Wọ́n ní choice. Wọ́n ní kíni? Wọ́n ní choice. Let me see the video. Ti rí gbogbo narratives. Àníyàn mi yẹn ò kàn kankan sẹ́ẹ̀. Àná wọn believe òun ní authentic. Òun ní antenna tòun ṣáwọn antenna wọn ni mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn ní ìtọ́ bá sọ pé àwọn ni wọ́n rí pé kòkòrò tó ń jẹ́ fún ara ẹ̀ follower they are so confident because kò ń ṣe àwọn yẹn ni wọ́n rely on because at the end of the day none of the people that took Mohbad's life is confirming to this lady that the petition is fake. It is the same people and they are everybody will now be saying, what I put your me is not to be trusted. You can imagine. What I put your me is after money. You can imagine. Camera, Toba Joko, with my name, with the fact that the only way I can prove it, She Malokwe PRO Pantiboya announced to the world that I submitted petition. They know it can be done. Motudewaju Panti, I was forced to be doing video. But Emire Pantio, Motumbai PS or what she saw the same thing because this person, I don't know who sent him. I don't know whose payroll he is. If it is just competition with me, I will understand. If it is just competition, Mr. Elo will press conference here. You go back to it. He was the one even asking me question, and you are fighting justice with me, and you are telling me, "Shetiwa confirm say pe ko nse Adura." Ni ojú ẹ̀ mo wá ní number one, ṣé o gbọ́ speech mi, and then what has Adura proven to us? Ṣebí wọn náà dàgbà olọ́mọ tiẹ̀. Kí ni Adura ti sọ, kí ni ó sọ ńjọ́ yẹn àbí kí ló mú wá tó convince gbogbo ẹ̀yin media àtẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ ń wò wá lé pé Mr. Yomi dájúdájú Adura kan ló ń bá yín ṣàtò pẹ̀lú gbogbo àlàyé tó ṣe ẹjọ́ àlàyé wo ló ṣe tó ti lè mú tó ní pé ẹ máa gbọ́ láìpẹ́ yìí pé wọ́n máa gbé ọ̀tá mi ẹni tájọ́ ń jà fún justice tẹ́ bá ti fẹnu kọ́ tó ti hangi pẹ̀lú court case tó máa ń fún yín ní condition pé ìdí táwọn fi lè yọwọ́ lọ́rọ̀ yín ni pé kẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbàbọ̀dé justice for Mohbad ṣe ló wá nǹkan ewógun kan lò kẹkọrọ ayanjú ara yín àbí kẹkúkú lọ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n tó ní kẹṣe wá ìtẹ̀ṣe wá fẹ́ kó bọ́ ọmọ lọ́mọ.
ó ṣe nǹkan yẹn ẹ yẹ ká máa gbọ́ lọ́nà.
Secondly, wọ́n máa attach another extra petition tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú voice wọn tó record secretly the last time.
Sorry guys.
tó ní ṣe tí mo ní í sìn nìyẹn because wọ́n bá gbé Yomi ní ọ̀la wọ́n máa invite ẹni wọn ní láti máa wá kiri jíṣẹ́ akọ́ pé kó wá bá wọn lọ́fíìsì. gbé Yomi ní ọ̀la ó pẹ́ jù ọjọ́ Wednesday Yomi á lọ court.
ẹ ti gbọ́.
kò dẹ̀ kì í ṣe nǹkan tó máa ń yẹ remand ẹ̀ máa ṣe investigation àbí nǹkan kan ìjọba ló fẹ́ bá ṣe kéèsì yẹn kò lè win òṣùpá ló fẹ́ dá kò lè win.
ẹ ti gbọ́. ẹ máa gbọ́ bọ́ ẹ kà ti assume pé bóyá mo tẹ̀ wá ṣe nǹkan tó wrong let's assume which I never did. ó ní wọ́n máa kọ̀ tàn mí wá wọ́n máa pè mí wá wọ́n máa gbé mi ìjọba lèmi fẹ́ bá ṣe case wọ́n ní mi record the voice secretly òun ni Karimo yẹn ṣe sọ pé ṣé o record the voice is deputy commissioner of police as if they think I am in their own league they don't even know their rights and I went there. The man saw me, he embraced me, greeted my son, gave my son money, we discussed. One penny, one baby, Mr. Oye, what can you bring? And Arifa, I don't know who told him that. Because to my Benny, Karimo kori evidence, or Galapa and also come and baby, real evidence. What to refilm? When a public servant, whatever any public servant is doing, the public have got right to take record, to know what they are using the money for. Any communication between a public servant in the course of his job with anybody is subject to, of course, documentation. But when you don't know your right, even number of public servants, from the president to the governor to DPO to CP to it must be published. These are public servants. Know your rights and defend it. But because I don't share TikTok, I just started justice for that. And we will talk to so lẹ́yìn mi láì ṣe láì ro ẹ. Kò ṣe pé mo fún ẹ lówó rí o. O ti gbowó nǹkan lọ́wọ́ mi the cause of justice for bad. To lo ṣe tí mi ò evidence the scene. To jẹ́ pé lára owó yẹn lọ fi ń bá ṣì ní pé níbo lówó yẹn wà which was sent to you fún prayer tó ṣe kankan to lo ṣe tí mi rí kankan. Mo dẹ̀ dákẹ́ síbẹ̀ èmi nìkan ló ń bá ṣì mo dẹ̀ dákẹ́. Mi ò lè bọ́ta sọ pé lára owó tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí gan. This is what Arifa I gave it to him to do this one. Mi ò ò rẹ evidence mi rẹ kẹ́mi ìrọ́bìnrin mo kọ̀ kásárà ni èmi nìkan ni wọ́n ń bàṣ mi ìṣòwò anyhow mi ìṣẹ́ anything.
Yomi ń ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀ Yomi ń dá nǹkan ẹ̀ ṣe fúnra ẹ̀ ni o. Maybe Yomi have seen a note tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú stamp yẹn bóyá bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti lọ ẹ̀kìtì copy stamp yẹn lọ paste ẹ̀ sórí pépà.
ẹ gbọ́ ó ní mi bóyá mi ti rí copy irú stamp yẹn mo wá lọ edit this is preposterous. ìyá mi yẹn wà nù sáré ẹ má sùn o ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé ilé ayé ogun ni ẹ wo inú ogun tẹ fi mí sí mò ń forí rọlọ́ o bẹ́ẹ̀ máa wọ.
àti tiẹ̀ ṣó kí ni ìtumọ̀ gbogbo rádaràda tó ń ṣe for goodness sake.
ẹ gbọ́ ní mo ṣe rádaràda.
gbogbo pépà tí Yomi ń pùṣì síta kò sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀.
Can you now see why the petition was not even moving over there? Look at. I'm going to show you, not going to the petition and to go to the page. I will show you, even I would have to even probably play the voice again from the DCP. But to play severally, we're going to go. Okay, my go. Am I going to?
This thing is making no sense. Oja, èmi ò lè dúró bí kán bá tẹnìkan jẹ́ nísìn èmi kò mọ tí màá ṣe báyìí. Ẹ kó má wàá fà wá ṣe wrongs kó come out kó sọ fáwọn èèyàn kan support òun kan fóun lówó ó normal ó lóun ní foundation kó kóun kówó sí foundation òun kan fi support òun ó normal náà ó normal náà.
Oníkèmí máa fi òun ṣe runs. So when you see comments, people attacking the foundation, what we are doing, asking people not to, I will not blame those that say, what I going to do, about me double tap, what I going to read.
Against Yomi, we see now.
I go mobilize petition against Yomi. Shall anti-justice not lay? Hey,
Yomi ò fún kí sí láwọn ò tí ì rí lẹ́tà. Wọ́n ní tó bá dọ̀la àwọn máa wá pé Mohammed àti ADC Ibrahim tí mo rí lẹ́nu àtẹnìkẹta wọn tán ní àwọn mẹ́ta náà wà ní department kéèsì yẹn tán sì kù ní ibi báyìí so wọn làwọn máa pe àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tán bẹ̀rẹ̀ kéèsì yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú another people táwọn assign mọ́ wọn àwọn wá béèrè bóyá kankan ni wọn ló lè sífù lẹ́tà ìtọ́lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ò sí ní duty báyìí wọ́n ti lọ special duty níta pé so tẹ́ẹ̀nì yẹn wọ́n máa pe everybody jọ wọ́n máa béèrè bí lẹ́tà ṣe jẹ́ but àwọn ò tí ì rí lẹ́tà kankan.
àwọn ò rí lẹ́tà kankan. Oya now hold on guys, this is where I'm going to upload this now. Ẹ máa wo mi ìrú eléyìí ilé ayé mi o. Let me see if it's this one. Okay, mi mọ̀ bóyá ẹ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. This is the Deputy Commissioner of Police. Oye. Ṣé kàdélẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ gbé àwọn èèyàn sókè because mi ní mọ̀ bóyá.
Well, Yomi Fabiyi has said it all. He has issued out warnings to undesirable elements, people who are there to be used and to use people. You know what I mean? I mean, they are there for the highest bidder. And this guy has always had some issues surrounding going to people's private DM. I'm talking of this, although to an extent, he has also added certain value. And it is not like we do not have people like this. They offer themselves, they become relevant in a movement, or they become relevant in a cause like this for justice for Mohbad. They become relevant. They act very intelligent at the beginning. They act useful, if I might want to put it that way. Not intelligent, they act useful and present themselves as useful at the beginning. And in between, they begin to request for money. They begin to come up with stories, meaning they have their own ulterior motive, somehow like that. But then, this guy does not really seem to have a visible job. And at times, it could be that during the course of whatever, something happened and they felt, okay, I think we have a new family, which is that family they got on the journey of justice for Mohbad. And they decided, so to me, whatever it is that they do privately with whoever, they slide into someone's DM and ask for funds or assistance, that's not my problem. I care less about that. Whoever it is that is funding them or assisting them has the right to call them out if he or she thinks it's none of my business. I'm not going to involve that. It's got nothing to do with integrity per se. Until we start seeing that it has something to do with justice for Mohbad as per their integrity, meaning, oh, whoever it is that is funding them or gave them assistance is now dictating or trying to tell them stories to manipulate the public, then it becomes a huge problem. I think that's where concerns started coming into it. They want to know the people you're going to seek for assistance from, is there a way they can thwart justice or manipulate whatever it is that you are doing? It is not just the inquest and then the court. That's not how it works. There are a lot of things that the public had to do to get to where we are right now. If the police had done the needful, we will not have any association or group on whatever platform, whatever social media platform, discussing, breaking down, becoming private investigators. But because the police refused to do the needful, that is what birthed this that we have right now. If there is going to be anything at all, it will be the public. I mean, groups like this calling to the public, reaching out to the public to help the police to achieve, to gather evidence. That's what it is supposed to be. But since it is not what we were thinking it will be, then we have this. So Yomi Fabian has advised, suggested to this guy not to come to the press conference that is coming up again. Now, the previous press conference, I observed that the guy wanted to kind of hijack. He wanted to hijack. He put his camera in front of Mohbad's mother and wanted to hijack, like he wanted to have asking questions when it was not yet time for question and answer. According to Yomi Fabi, he said it immediately. Look, there is an organization and the plan here. We are not just here for nothing. We have period where questions and answers and all of that will be. We have an arrangement for that. So don't just come and he kept quiet. Now, Yomi Fabi has played some audio recording between this guy called Arifa and Cynthia's sister, Karimo. In that audio recording, it is clear that the guy was interested in what he could get. And of course, then I followed it up. He was giving money to go to the so-called police station to do whatever he wanted to do there. This is what this guy is available for. Give me money and send me on the errand. That's it. So this guy will eat here, eat there, jump here, and whenever it is not good here, he will open his mouth to say whatever he wants to say and move on. It's all about such life. Manipulation. That's what it is to him. Wherever it is that he can make money from. There was a time he was pushing the narrative of let us use the Bankole and Smith. Let's use Bankole and Smith. Let's use Bankole and Smith. There was a time he was pushing for that. Later, we got to hear that the blogger who opened the NGO that employed, through public donation, employed the Bankole and Smith, had promised him to have a legal representative as per his own pending case, where the Oba had accused him, petitioned him, dragged him to court based on defamation. So he was ready to play ball there, which I understand. Everyone has to take care of themselves when problem comes. He was thinking that maybe those that are for justice for Mohbad, the lawyer representing will also work. Public will donate and do. Public did donate anyway, but his case is still pending. So he was looking for a leeway out. Like, how can I get out of this mess? I need money. I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. All of a sudden, it became available. Whoever it is, he will play ball with. For Yomi Fabi, he has made it clear. He said, as per the CCTV, forget about it for now. Avenue to get access to it has been blocked several times. These people have been threatened, this and that. And there are people who are saying, Yomi Fabi, you never really had a direct contact with who will give us CCTV. You thought about it, you presented it to the public, blah, 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 blah. But for me, I don't think it should be about who has access or not. It is paramount important that when you get a criminal lawyer, you should ask the criminal lawyer, do you have investigators or you are depending on the police? If criminal lawyers oftentimes have their private investigators, registered investigators. And I'm wondering, how were they hoping to get answers if the police did what they did? I told myself and I said, how can these people get answers to anything? Is it through the inquest? Are they expecting these people to come and say the truth? Cross-examination here and there. Okay, the judge, magistrate is going to sit down and then process whatever has been asked. We will see a lot of imbalance in the narrative that all of them that came to the inquest put down. Discrepancies all through. Stories not matching up. I saw him at 2, then I didn't see him again. Oh, I left. All of a sudden, they will be non-available. We've seen all of this dirtiness over time. So for me, I believe strongly that the only thing that is functioning, that is making sense at this time, is the route that Yomi Fabi has decided to take by organizing press conference, something visible, something meaningful. Press conference, protest, and petitioning the police, informing them, and pressing and pushing in that direction. In the case of the conversation that is alleged to have been from Adura's official handle / whatever, he said that route will not work if I go through the police in Lagos, that particular section of police in Lagos. If I need to do anything, I have to go up. I have to go to go much higher so as to get someone higher in rank to supersede whatever the police in Lagos, in that section, decide to pursue. And what is this? The police in Lagos dragged Damola to court based on what Mohbad's younger brother Adura said. Oh, I gave him phone, he manipulated this and that, blah, 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 this and that and that. And now the guy is saying in court that he's not guilty. Did Damola say, I'm not guilty? So the story has changed. Damola is saying, I'm not guilty, meaning, look, I'm not guilty. It's not really, if Damola goes to court and say it's a planned thing, what will happen next? He told me to send it because we needed money. What will happen next? It's a terrible thing. All of this is still attached to justice for Mohbad. Can you believe? Some people are even saying Mohbad's father is not willing to get justice. As per DNA, people want to get clarity. We are not going to use 2025, the whole of 2025, to start continue to pursue DNA, bring more money. It's inconclusive. And the private autopsy, they say they still need more. Please help me. God will help you. Let your child not pass away. Stories. People are tired. The way I'm looking at it, unless something meaningful happens, something worth it, I don't think people will be financially involved. Don't forget that finance, money, time, very precious. And a lot of things have been put into this justice for Mohbad by the public. So if people are not getting the vibe as expected, they will not proceed that much again, particularly from the family. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards what's going on here. You've heard what Yomi Fabi said. He also played an audio at the beginning, which is that of Mohbad's auntie, that's Mohbad's mother's younger sister, accusing Yomi Fabi of trying to rope Adura. Doesn't make sense. Rope Adura. Like, why are you trying to hook it on Adura? So I don't really understand this family. Oh, they're trying to hook it on Adura. Adura that was present when his brother passed away, and he has not said anything. Should anybody hook or rope anything. This guy is as guilty as guilt can ever be. Come on. It is written all over him. He is there. He saw it. He's privy to a lot of things. What are we saying? So, does it need any roping? No. So, why do you want to put it on Adura? So, if they don't put it on Adura, it is Cynthia they need to put it on. Okay, it is on Cynthia. Now, where are the evidence? The blood brother cannot produce evidence because he needs to listen to the mother of the deceased that wants to punish daddy, her ex-husband. And also, the motivation is money. Everything speaks of greed, wickedness, pettiness, foolishness. Just name it. That is all that you'll find in this circle. Still on Justice for Mohbad. What are your thoughts? Like and share. See you in the next update.